So, the first story that I want to tell you about dyslexia and my dyslexic brain is how my brain and my mouth are enemies. They do not work together, they fight against each other. And some moments it is so annoying and so frustrating. And maybe some of you can relate, maybe some of you can't, and you think I'm just have a weird brain, which I do, but I'm happy about it. But anyways, in these situations, I can be talking. I can be talking to my friends at a cafe. I can be talking with a professional and doing an interview. I can be talking to my mom. Whatever the situation is, it does not matter. Though when you are in a more stressful environment, it can sometimes heighten it. But what happens is that my brain, in the middle of a sentence, forgets a word. And I know the word. This might sound totally whack, but my brain can literally, I can feel it. I know the word. It's just on the very tip of my tongue. But my brain cannot then make the wirings and then make my mouth form the word. And it is so frustrating, especially when it's a simple word. And for example, I could be saying to someone, like, oh, do you want your bread toasted? And at that very moment, I might forget the word toast. Yeah, that might sound whack, but my brain is just, it's like, I know the word toast. I use it all the time. I use it every morning, the machine, whatever it is, and it's just there. It's just tickling my brain, and I know the word. I just literally can't connect my brain to my mouth. And in the situations, there can be really long pauses. My brain might be going, tinkering, and this can look in different ways. So this can either be me just waiting until it connects. This can be giving up and then having to use a different word to explain it. It can be me having to describe the word for someone else to tell me what the word is. So I might be like, oh my god, I'm forgetting what it is. It's the machine that you put your bread in that crisps it and makes it all nice and perfect for butter. And then they're like, toaster? Like, it's the most obvious thing. And then it's like this light bulb that just goes off in your head, and then you can say it. And you're just like, yes, toaster. Although in that moment I might be thinking that I look ridiculous, they're waiting for me to get to the next word. The funny thing is, on the total flip side, is I've actually gotten feedback saying that I look more professional. So if you go to seminars and you learn about how to become the best public speaker, one of the main things that you'll learn is that pauses are important. One of the great public speakers that you can think about is, President Barack Obama, and he's known for making these long, many pauses in his speeches. So just remember that it actually looks like you're going to make a good point at the end, or it looks like you're thinking before you're speaking. And I've gotten this feedback from many people. Although sometimes I might look a little bit ridiculous and I take too long of a pause, or I do have to get help about what is that word that I need, and I have to describe it. Not so much in that situation, but there are moments when it just is a small pause and it looks good. And I've gotten this feedback from friends, I've gotten this from professionals, networking, when I'm on a panel, in public speaking. There's so many situations where I thought I looked ridiculous and I had this long pause, but actually people just thought I was thinking before I was speaking, that there was going to be a important moment at the very end. So anyways, I just want to see that there's a con and a positive to everything, and sometimes it's not what you think. Anyways, love you guys, love your dyslexic and fun brains out there, and I'll see you on the next one. You're professional. Isn't that crazy? So when you're in sessions, attend seminars. So another thing that my brain does is that I sometimes say other words that sound like it, like session, and then I have to get to it, and it's seminar. So sometimes, if where was I going with this? Seminars.